Recently, the Tesla app has had a massive cosmetic update, and it is now full of those pointless but really fancy and really cool animations. And if you've been subscribed to this channel for a while, you know I absolutely love pointless but really cool fancy animations. So in this video, we're basically just going to show off all of the changes in the Tesla app. This video is of course also sponsored by Squarespace, more about them in a bit. Okay, so the elephant in the room. I called my car Big Boy at some point. I don't know why, alright? It asked me to name it. It's the first thing that came to my head. Anyway, you will notice when you take a look at the new Tesla app that basically they've redesigned it so that the style matches the latest cosmetic software updates. So Becky, if you show this car here on the screen, you can see that it is very similar to the car on the app now. And just like the car on the screen, when you do things to the car like open the doors, open the windows, those changes are reflected on here as well. So Becky, can I ask you please to open your door because your angle can see it a bit better than me.
Yes, I can.
So when she opens the door, oh, it opens on the app as well. Look at that. Fantastic. Becky, please close the door. Thanks very much. And then it slowly closes. And then Becky, can I ask you to wind your window down, please? Thank you very much. Oh, wait for it, wait for it. Hang on. Oh, it didn't do it. It doesn't do the windows. It does the windows on the screen. Becky, please wind your window back up. Wait, there, see, I wasn't lying. It doesn't do the windows, that kind of makes me a bit sad. But what it does do is it opens the boot. So if I click on controls, we have a nice little animation now where it like slides into the right position. Whoa, 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 whoa. And then if I actually go and open the boot, oh, opens in real life, opens on the app, opens on the Tesla screen. Absolutely fantastic. If I go ahead and click close, it once again closes everywhere as well. So I don't think it updates until it actually completes, which is interesting. We're going to go back, and now we're going to have a little flick around because this is where things get a little bit more exciting. So if I head into climate, the climate animations have gotten way fancier as well. Becky's not seen these. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the climate on. Oh, look at those waves. Becky, do you see them waves?
Whoa.
How cool is that? So it's blowing hot air now, and it looks proper fancy. And if I change it to, like, cold air, you will see that it should go blue. Yes, look at that. It's kind of like a bluey white.
Ooh.
Absolutely amazing. I like that a lot. Doesn't that just look really fancy? You know what I mean? It's just way, way fancier than it used to look. I like this quite considerably. So if I actually put the car into drive, it should update on the app as well. So if I start driving forwards, I'm suddenly on a road. And you can see that because I'm only going 1 mile an hour, I'm not moving very fast. But if we speed up, hopefully, yeah, look at that. The lines actually change as well. And you see the wheels are moving. How good's that? And now we're just going to go into reverse. You can see that it puts a little fancy reverse animation on as well. And it tells us specifically how many miles an hour we're going. So we're going 5 miles an hour at the minute. Then let's just put ourselves back into park. And there should be a nice little animation when I do that. There we go. A little bit slow to update, but it did it. Now, you're probably wondering, well, why do you need to see that? Well, what's the point? Surely when you're driving, you don't want to be on your phone. But I think it's just so, like, passengers in the back seat that want to control the music or the media or whatever, it's just a bit fancier for them. Or perhaps, you know, if your husband or wife is at work and you want to check if they've left yet and you've both got the Tesla app downloaded, you can see whether they're driving home or not, and even whether they're speeding. Great stuff. So just like the windows not updating, there are a couple of other things that don't update, but they do update on the Tesla screen. So you'll see when I move my wheel, you can see that the wheel does move on the Tesla screen, but it is not moving on the Tesla app. And similarly, if I put my indicator on, that doesn't update on the Tesla app, but you can see it does update on the Tesla screen. What about the flashing lights? So if we go into controls, let's click flash and see if anything happens. We do get a nice little flash. And it also updates on the Tesla screen as well. Becky, look at it updating.
Do it.
There we go. Woohoo!
Whoa!
Alright, so now let's just see if we can spot any other cosmetics. So does anything happen when you click start on the app? Remote start failed. Keyless driving is not enabled. That's fair enough. I do not have it enabled. I just wanted to see what would happen. So if I click on the charge port, we should see the little flap pop up. You ready?
Whoa.
I'm on the move, everyone. I'm on the move. But you will see down the bottom that the flap did open. All right, let me close the flap. There we go. Flap has closed. Why am I down here? All right, what happens when we click vent? Do we see any nice window animations? I expect so. So what vent does is it just opens all of the windows like a tiny little amount, as you can see. But it does not appear that that is reflected on the Tesla app animation. However, it is reflected on the Tesla screen. As you can see, there's a tiny little gap in all the windows. All right, we're going to close those windows, and I think it is about time we hear from today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by Squarespace! Did you know that Squarespace is the best platform out there for building a website? Why? Because they've got literally everything you could ever need. There are so many professional looking templates with loads of different categories, so you can find specifically what you need and then customize stuff to say and look like whatever you want. Once your website's live, you can look at detailed analytics, you can set up fancy email campaigns for the visitors to your website, and much, much more. So if you want to build a website for any reason, head to squarespace.com/JackMasseyWelsh now, and once your website's ready to go live, you can use code JackMasseyWelsh to get an extra 10% off your first purchase of a domain name. Thank you, Squarespace, once again for sponsoring the Jack Massey Welsh channel. Alright, welcome back. So as you've sort of seen, there aren't really any feature changes. Like, you can still do the same amount as before, but everything just looks slightly improved. We've still got all the media, so we can control songs. And it sounds very quiet right now, but if I turn it up... Great stuff, fantastic, look at that. So obviously that's where it becomes useful for your passenger that's sat in the back, being able to use the Tesla app to control the tunes and stuff. Okay, so we've already taken a look at climate, but if we go into location, that has updated slightly as well. And oh, Becky, look at that beautiful river.
Whoa.
Look at those meanders, Becky, great stuff, fantastic. So that's so that has been slightly redesigned, but we can also put it onto like the aerial mode so that we can see what it looks like in real life via satellite. And then this is using Apple Maps rather than Google Maps. So Summon has also changed slightly. So I want to change back to this mode. Basically, there used to be two different screens for regular Summon and then Smart Summon, whereas they've just put it all in one now. So I can now press the forward button in order to summon the car to go slightly forward, which it is doing. Fantastic. It's shoved our lights on. Has it always done that? Let me stop. Does it turn the lights off? It does turn the lights off. I did not know it did that. And then we can also use Smart Summon, which basically just is where it will not just head in a straight line forwards or backwards. It'll actually try and get to a specific place. Smart Summon is weird. It always just does really weird maneuvers. So I'll click go to target and let's see how we get on. Oh, it is vibrating. You won't be able to tell that, but the app is now vibrating. And you can see that, look how fast we go. We're going in the river!
Jesus!
What on earth? It's so weird. Smart Summon is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Alright, let's go back off Summon. And if we go into security, we've got all the same things as normal. It tells us if our phone and card are connected. We can enable Sentry mode, we can enable Valet mode, which obviously requires a pin as well, and speed limit mode as well. These are all things that we've been able to do before, but they just look a little bit nicer now. Obviously, these features are useful when you're nowhere near your car rather than when you're sat inside of it like I am right now, because if you've left your car at the airport and you're now in another country and you realise that you forgot to enable Sentry mode, it doesn't matter because you just go on your app and you can enable it. Look how cute that dog is, Becky!
Oh, lovely!
So then if we head into upgrades, this just shows what other things we can purchase, but we have already purchased everything. But this time's got a nice little graphic, which is delightful. But you can see that we already have the acceleration boost and full self-driving and autopilot. So there's nothing else that we can purchase other than premium connectivity subscription, because that expires after you've had the car 12 months, and then we'll have to start paying bloody £9.99 a month. Heading back out of upgrades, we can go into service, which I really need to do. Don't worry, there'll be a video on that at some point in the future. I'll get a service scheduled. And then if we scroll right to the bottom, there's not much else to see other than what kind of car we are driving and our current mileage, which you can see we've done 3,600 miles so far. Not too bad. And then scroll right to the top, you can see there is a little image. Now, I can add a picture of myself. You see, Becky, look at this. So, absolutely, I'm doing that. Here we go, here we go. Yay! It's done it. And then there's not much else to see here, but if we go into loot box, this is where we see our free supercharger miles from people using our referral link. So we've got 227,000 supercharger miles to get through before 2023. I'm sure we'll manage that, and then we can also view everyone that has used our referral link in the past. So just really appreciate everyone that has done that. Does take a while to load. Wait for it. Wait for it. Hold on. Here we go. There they are. So, shout out to Magnus. If you're watching, Magnus, shout out to you. Bloody hell, look at them all. This is incredible. Aaron was so excited, he did it all in capital letters. Samuel and Patrick did cancel though, so that's a real shame. Thanks for letting the side down, Samuel and Patrick. Oh god, I've gone back on the main screen and you can see little Kong's face in the top corner. It looks amazing. And then that's basically it. If we go into the charging one, this is... Oh, I'm on the move again, everyone. Oh, me big earlobes have got caught on the seatbelt. But the charge limit's quite fun. I don't like being down here. The charge limit's quite nice because we can actually set specifically where we want it to stop charging. And we can see the exact miles that that'll give us. So that's really nice. That's handy. That's definitely been simplified from previous times. And then the only other thing that I have not shown you, and I'd like to go back up, please, car. Thank you very much. Here we go. Is the fact that you can open the front trunk, which is quite a satisfying little animation, and there's a dedicated button for that because there's no button for that actually like on the car somewhere. So we click it and then you click open and then it opens just like that, and it's very satisfying. Although in real life it doesn't open like that in the slightest, and it just kind of opens a tiny bit because it's not power lifted. So I now have to manually get out in order to close it because you cannot do that through the app. But on that note, I want to end off this video. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching. That is everything in the new Tesla app. Very satisfying, cute little cosmetic animations that don't really improve anything from a feature or safety standpoint, but they look kind of nice. And I like things that look kind of nice. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Click that subscribe button because we really want to get to 500,000 subscribers by the end of the year, don't we, Becky?
Yeah!
So click that subscribe button, check, because you might think you're subscribed, but you're not actually subscribed. Thanks so much, see you later.